Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to be drawing my OC from some sketches I did in my sketchbook and coloring them digitally while I sort of give a little bit of a life update. So yeah, hope you enjoy. So it's now September and I started my Instagram art account in March, as some of you may know. And I'm just really not getting the engagement that I used to, which is really annoying, but you know, what can you do about it? That's just Instagram. But so that's kind of why I've been posting more consistently on YouTube and less consistently on Instagram. I'm just having a hard time like with the algorithm and everything, and finding motivation or like a consistent posting schedule. For a period of time, I was kind of stressed out about the fact that I just felt like I had no like brand, or I wasn't sticking to a consistent theme like a lot of other people do. And that got so bad to the point where I was like, I want to ditch my comic that I'm making. I don't know, I just got super uninspired and a little bit burnt out. Then one night I thought, wow, I'm really just gonna abandon this idea that I've been working on for the past few months and like give up on these characters and everything. So that didn't sound that great to me. So I finally found motivation again, and recently I actually wrote the prologue for the comic. So we're actually making progress, and I started to do some storyboards, and I'm actually really excited about it now. So I'm happy I was able to push through. Even when I was feeling a little hopeless or not motivated about it whatsoever. But yeah, with that said, I do want to get back into a more consistent Instagram posting schedule. I hope these YouTube videos have been okay for just now, and I'll of course still keep doing YouTube because I find that this platform is a lot easier for me to post on and just feel like less stressed about it. So I tried to lay out like a calendar of maybe trying to post like 2 to 3 times a week with some videos. I really hate posting reels these days just because I don't know what to film. Like that's short term or like short in length, but also keeps attention and is interesting and not like super low effort like some of the other videos I've done in the past have been. So I'm still figuring that out. I might, if I do some comic panels, I might turn those into little short reels, just for something interesting for you guys, my followers, and for people to see and get interested in that sort of thing. So that's what I'm thinking, and I'll keep sticking to my twice a month YouTube posting schedule as best I can, and that's not super strict, so I appreciate that part, and I honestly really do have fun with YouTube videos. It's just getting inspiration these days has been a little rough, and inspiration on top of motivation. So doing my best. I just gotta get back into it, you know. It is what it is. So from a couple videos ago, some of you may know, I did start a Patreon. I'm honestly thinking about just closing her up for now because there's been like hardly any traffic, and I honestly haven't been marketing it very well. And with me posting on 2 social media platforms, it's kind of hard for me to put stuff into my Patreon. So I'm thinking once I get kind of into a rhythm and flow again, I might just hold off on that. But I'm also thinking about, since I post wallpapers on my Patreon, I'm thinking about moving those to Gumroad, and on top of that, maybe also releasing a few brush packs for Procreate, since that's what I use. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I'm kind of excited about it, about possibly doing that. Next, I kind of, on my Instagram story a few days ago, I started making a website, which is exciting. I'm just using like a free website builder, but I just kind of wanted some place to put all my stuff, not just in my link tree, but like everything about me that you need to find, so that way I'm available on like Google and stuff. And I went to a comic panel, and they said like, you know, try building a website because you never really know when social media platforms aren't going to be like available or accessible anymore. And that was kind of like, whoa, you're totally right. So from then on, I was like, okay, here I go. I'm gonna make a website, and I really like how it's coming out. The first part was a total headache because I didn't know what template, what color scheme, and that was stressful. I was like, what brand do I go with? How do I maintain this image like across my platforms and whatever? But I really like the colors and the layout that I found, so I'm actually super excited about it, and I hope you guys like it. So like I said earlier, it is September, and that means school will be starting soon for me. I go to community college, so we're on a term system, so our term doesn't start until like the end of September. So I've got a nice period or chunk of time to kind of just work all my kinks out and stuff, and working out my social media, and getting to a posting schedule again. But it's also during this time that I'm applying for a bunch of four-year colleges, figuring out where I'm going to go after I get my associate's degree. So that's kind of a whole other story of stuff that I'm working on. It's not too stressful. It's been pretty easy so far. And I've already I already applied when I graduated to a bunch of colleges, so it's like, oh, I'm doing the same thing again. But yeah, with that, I'll be starting community college in a few weeks, my second year, and I found out that this next term is gonna cost me like double from what my previous terms have cost, like a little bit more than double. And I'm kind of like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this every term, because of course I work during the summer and I have some money saved up from when I work, but I just, yeah, with having to pay for like gas and stuff, and I don't have a lot of expenses. It's just I just need to figure out a way to pay for it, which it should be okay. But it made me think about, like, I used to do in-person markets selling art and like craft stuff, and those did pretty well like during the summers. I didn't do it this summer. I don't know why. I guess I just kind of wanted to focus more on building up my online presence and like pouring into my online content versus in person, because I was really hoping like sometime within this year I would have enough of a audience to start another online shop again, because in the past those have been super unsuccessful for me because there's just been no traffic and I would hardly get any orders. But part of that's probably because of marketing. I need to figure out how to market stuff. The struggles of doing a business, y'all. But yeah, I thought about doing some more in-person markets, maybe at least holiday stuff, just to see if I could get some extra funds to put into my school, and whatever else I need, or like getting Christmas presents, all the above, you know. But it is my hope someday that I can do an online shop and then do in-person markets from that. A few days ago, you might know, I went to ComicCon, and I was just super inspired by like the artist alley and everyone's work being displayed, and it just looked so beautiful. And I was so privileged to meet like a few artists that I followed online for a while that I totally didn't expect to be there. So like Sundrop Studios and Made with April, I met them, and just their stuff is so beautiful, and it was so cool to meet them and see their stuff in person. And it's just super inspiring, like, oh, one day I really want to be able to do something like that and be surrounded by all these awesome people. So yeah, so that's kind of got me motivated into like, okay, let's make a website, let's start branding, let's start like looking at papers and getting prints and stuff like that. It's just I need like more online content to be consumed for me to take that funds and put it into more physical products. So we're working it out. I really want to do it though. It's kind of a dream. So yeah. So going back to my comic, yes, I started work on the prologue, storyboarding, and I want to keep going through with it. When I was at Comic Con, there were a lot of comic panels like about people in that kind of industry and like independence, like how they started out as independent and got like hired from companies like for like Marvel, DC, you know. And it would be cool to work for something like that, or at least just get published somehow. I would probably start with it on Webtoon just because I read Webtoons like a lot, and I feel like it's a good place to get started out. And a lot of Webtoons, like, depending on how popular they get, they start out as Webtoons but then also get put into like physical comic form. And maybe if it gets popular enough and I do in-person markets, I can like sell my comics because when I was there were a lot of independents, either like writers or artists, like selling their comics that they made, like physical little books, and I'm like, wow, that is so cool. Or like little zines, like zines that people make, and it's just, I just want to get back into making stuff and like having a physical product that I hold that I'm like, wow, I made this, I designed this, and it's just super cool. So yeah, I'm gonna get back into doing my comic and working on that, and I'll keep y'all updated on like my Instagram. And ooh, another thing is I'm thinking about live streaming again just because one, it helps me keep my focus so that way I don't like get distracted while I'm doing art. So that way I have people watching me. It's like holding myself accountable. So I really enjoyed live streaming. So I might continue doing that again, and maybe I'll live stream like some of the comic creation process, I should say. Um, and I thought about maybe doing like fan art live streams, like maybe once a month. The last stream I did was a Minecraft live stream, and that was really fun. And I actually got the most views I'd ever gotten in a stream, so I might do it again. But yeah, I'll let y'all know on social media when I stream, so that way you guys can be there too. But yeah, this video is almost over. I'm about to wrap up this drawing here, which, ooh, in case you didn't know, this is my OC, Esther, and she's the main character of my comic. If you're interested in learning more about the story, I have another video where I kind of talk about the plot and everything about that, so you should totally go check it out. But yeah, this is the end. Thank you for listening to me ramble, and I hope you have a great day.